Hey everyone, I'm just testing this out to make sure that the audio is good and you can hear me. So, Jordy, I'm not sure if, okay, I see that you're on. You're able to hear me, right? Awesome, perfect. So, I am unable to see when people are logging on. So, I'm not sure if I'm going to see who's in the audience or not because I'm on a different platform. But assuming everything's everything good to go, just let me
We're
know when
good
to
to go.
start.
Yeah, we're good to go.
Okay, because I can't see when people come into the Zoom room, like, or does
Yeah, no worries. I'm
that
gonna
make
pull it
sense?
up here just a second. I'll pull it up and see, make sure we got people are able to join the chat.
I love new
Yeah, we
chat.
got.
This is so cool.
I know. Hey, so we got about it looks like we've got about 8 viewers on right now, so we're good to go. Everybody's in.
Awesome. And I know a few more people will trickle in. So, first and foremost, everyone, thank you so much for your time. We know time is very, very valuable and we really, really appreciate it. And time is a commodity. So, that's what we're here to do is spend a little time with you and, of course, learn how to save time. Using a cool new software. So I know what you're thinking. Oh my fucking God, why is there a dude here? Why? This is girls club, right? And of course it is. Badass Bodyworkers for sure is that empowering safe space. However, I have a soft spot for people from Louisiana, which Jordy is
Yeah.
from, because I'm from there as well. I also have a soft spot for rooting for the underdogs and startups and tech companies. One of my favorite hobbies is getting on Kickstarter and like helping out small businesses. I love that. So naturally, whenever somebody told me about this new software system, at that point I was already irritated with Vagaro, which is the current one that I'm using. And if you're in the chats right now, go ahead and write out what software system you're using. We're not here to talk about other software systems. It's just to create a little bit of conversation in the chat because I know that topic comes up a lot online. But anyways, I just wanted to say thank y'all so much for being here. A little bit of housekeeping before we dive right in because again, we know how valuable time is. We want to go ahead and get started. Um, I am so stoked for this. You have no idea. Like everything about this I love. And this is actually like my second go around like seeing the live demo. So some things here are going to be new for me as well. I did get a little bit of sneak peek because I'm like, I'm not going to market stuff to my community that I don't have any idea what it does. Like,
Right.
show me what you got. I'm neurodivergent. I do a lot of different a lot of different gigs, a lot of different types of positions in the massage industry. So I needed something that kind of fit with my on the go lifestyle and me wanting to save time and automate stuff. And I was like, shoot, I want to hear about it. You from Louisiana, I got you. Let's do this. So a little bit of housekeeping. We are going to be demoing this new software called Nestor, which I assume you've already gathered that. And we also want to say thank you so much for your time by doing one of my favorite things to give away. So we are going to do 2 giveaways. It's going to be a Sonos speaker and a free year Nestor. And it's going to be an iPad and a free year of Nestor. So there's a chance to win. It's going to be awesome. I'm super excited. Also, y'all always be asking what type of speakers to use. So there you go. You got our favorites. So in order to enter the giveaway, you need to write in the comments, just get in the chat box right now, write hashtag Nestor. That is going to be the keyword. Don't write anything else. Write hashtag Nestor. And that's going to be the keyword that prompts your name to go into the giveaway. And then we're going to do a live little game show Wheel of Fortune drawing. It's going to be really, really fun. My name's not on there, so I can't win, but I've already won by getting a sneak peek to this awesome software. So comment Nestor in the chat box. I'm going to hand it over to Jordy. He's going to do a little intro for y'all so y'all know why the hell I am collaborating with an awesome dude and learning about a new technology and software that can really, really help us. And he's going to dive right in and show us what all the goods are about. So, Jordy,
Yeah, well, Rebecca,
the floor
thank
is
you so
yours.
much. Hey, so I'll say this. This is all new to me as well. This is our very first live stream. So when we say that this is grassroots, this is totally grassroots. But man, thanks for letting us come on here and really be able to utilize Badass Bodyworkers. I was talking with a bunch of different massage therapists, literally cold calling people and saying, "Hey, would you give me 5 minutes to just talk to you about something?" And as I was talking with people, mostly from Louisiana, everybody kept just saying, "Hey, you need to talk to Rebecca. She runs a group called Badass Body Workers." And anyway, I reached out, and you were so kind to listen and give a lot of feedback, and then also introduce me to your community and also people within the community. And so it's been fun to see. Like, you guys are actually doing what we are trying to do, right? You have started your business, you've broken through that, and so I'll give you kind of a quick overview of Nestor and kind of where we came from, and then we'll jump right in. Keep those comments going because that will take a little bit for us to get all of those names in there. But a little kind of history of Nestor and how we came to be. So about 2.5 years ago, I went over to my best friend's house. His name's Sean Johnston. Now he's my business partner and co-founder. And he and I were chatting about a project that I was doing for another company. And his eyes got like so big. And he said, "Wait a second, you can actually do this." And so we started chatting, and he said, "You got to come with me to my office." And I rode over with him, and he pulled out a dusty manila folder, and it was an idea that he had from 15 years ago. And he said, "Dude, this is $1 million idea that we can do something with." And fast forward, and this past year, it actually turned into $1 million idea when 4 guys from Louisiana wrote us a check for $1 million to get this company started. And so all that to say, man, like, don't give up on your dreams, right? Like, they can actually turn into something that you never thought was imaginable. And so the whole goal of what we originally started out to do was to create an electronic health record software for chiropractors and physical therapists. And we went through a bunch of different cohorts and accelerator programs as it relates to startups because we had no idea what we were doing. And so we started those programs, and everybody kept telling us, "You need an MVP, a minimum viable product. And you can't just create an EHR for chiropractors because it's too much of a mammoth of a project." And so Sean had a great idea, which was to go the massage therapy route, because you guys are very close partners in this industry. And you guys need the basic fundamentals of what an electronic health record software is, which is billing, scheduling, note taking, and front desk admin work. And so we've started. Yeah, what's that?
And HIPAA, if you wanted to go ahead and
And
knock that
HIPAA,
out real
and
quick.
HIPAA, yes. Yeah, so everything that we're doing right now is HIPAA compliant. I know that there was a few people asking about if we were going to be, compliant in Canada. And so we're currently in the process of making sure that our software is up to par with that. I'm pretty sure it's very similar to the US, but we still have to go through the proper channels for that. But yes, it will be HIPAA compliant. And so we're stoked for that, because an electronic health record software for chiropractors most definitely has to be. So we're building it with that in mind. And so here we are. We've started Nestor, and we have launched this platform, this program, and we're so stoked to be able to present that to you guys tonight. Before we jump into it, I will say this. Let's go ahead and knock out the giveaway. Hopefully everybody has had a chance to write in hashtag Nestor, and we're going to go ahead and, Rebecca, I'm going to just put this in the software to do the giveaway. We're going to do this as fair as possible. This is not us picking. This is a program selecting for us.
And if y'all need a cool program to do giveaways for your own business, this is really cool. Like, the ADHD brain in me was like, "Oh, this is like the Wheel of Fortune." I love it. It's so neat. So we're gonna do one giveaway now, and then at the end, we ain't gonna do both at the beginning. We gotta hook y'all to like see what's up, you know. So we're gonna do one now and then one at the end. So I'm so excited for this. It's like my favorite thing.
All right.
So good
Let's see
luck.
here. Here we go. So the first one that we're giving away is going to be the Sonos speaker and a year's worth of Nestor, free Nestor for the entire year.
Where's the
And
wheel?
All right, hold on. It's coming. It's coming.
Okay. I didn't know if it was going to come up or not on
All
my
right, let me make sure that we have everyone in the chat. Looks like we have about 17 people on here. All right, perfect, perfect, perfect. And then,
And
all
right where
right,
y'all are coming from this evening, like I know we're all on different time zones, so I'm so glad that we were able to get the right time. So right where you're from, I know a lot of us have connected with each other offline already. A lot of us are here. So if you see any familiar names, this is the Cool Kids Club. So
all right, here we go. First winner of the Sonos speaker and a year's worth of Nestor is. All right, let's see. Let's see. Is Minji? Am I saying that right? I don't think so.
I think so. It's a new name to me, so that's super exciting.
All right, perfect. Hey, do us a huge favor and make sure you give us your email, and so we'll correspond with you after this. And
And you
you know,
do have to be like on this chat live, so make sure that you're commenting to like that you're the one like confirming it because if you ain't here, we gonna redraw some people.
that's right. That's right. Okay, so let's see. Make sure we got her in the chats. All right. So from Florida. Okay, is it Minji? Is that right? Okay. Well, cool. Hey, so we got you. Go ahead and you can put your if you feel comfortable putting your email in. Otherwise, you can reach out to Rebecca on Facebook and you can message her your email and we'll get you that sent your way. We'll need your address and a few other things, but we'll follow up with you from there. Well, hey, without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into to this demo. If I can get out of this, hold on one second. All right, perfect. We're going to go ahead and jump into the demo. So I'll give you a kind of an overview of what this looks like. So this is two parts, right? So there is the part for your clients, and then there's the app for you. And so what we tried to do, hopefully you'll see this as we go along through this this demo, is that we've tried to build this with aesthetics in mind. You guys are massage therapists, and we're also going to be branching out to a few other industries with the solo professional in mind. And we wanted to build something that you guys would be excited and proud to send to your clients. And we tried to make it as non-intrusive as possible with our Nestor branding and things like that. And we can talk about that later as far as branding, removing branding and adding your own. But as for now, this is what it will look like. So this is your unique booking link that you would be able to send to your clients. And we built this out for Rebecca. So this is her company, Nomadic Bodyworks. We'll have some review system in here. For now, these reviews are just solely going to be based off of our internal review system. So at the beginning, you'll need to, build out your reviews, but our plan is to also include Google reviews as well, and maybe some other ones like Facebook. But for now, it will be an internal review system. You also have the ability to write a quick description about your company. In here, if you have a website or if you have a cell phone that you use to text your clients, or a phone for that matter, for your clients to call you. You can link both of those within this and they can call you or go to your website straight from this booking app or booking page. It's got your cancellation policy in here as far as what your specific cancellation policy would be, because everybody's is different. Maybe you don't have one. Maybe you charge full price before they're able to book. But all of that would be held in here. You've got the ability to add some, media, whether that's photos or even videos of your services and your business, and then the directions, and then the ability to book from here. Not only do we have the phone version built out, but we also have a desktop version as well. So same content, same information, just a different layout and kind of look and feel on here. And so here's all of the services that are listed out. We tried to think this through because we know that a lot of you not only do massage therapy, but maybe you also offer life coaching as well. And so we tried to break this up based off of categories. So to give an example of that, Rebecca, she offers like a mobile service, and I know a lot of you guys do as well. And then she also offers a physical location for her clients to come to her. But what this might look like is you might have your massage therapy services, but you also might offer some sort of life coaching as well. And you can break those up into different categories from there. So they would select the duration. They would, select which services that they're interested in. And then they would either book from here or this button right here. I'll show you really quick what this looks like from the booking perspective and what this will look like from the client perspective as well. So they would land on our booking page. It would have a brief description of, let's just say I chose fire cupping. It would have a brief description of that, the duration of how long this is going to be, the location of the business. And then if I chose, let's just say I chose Friday at 10 a.m., I would fill out my information here, and then I would confirm that. And this would, I would get a confirmation email that would be sent to me. And now I want to, Rebecca, are you monitoring the chats? I'm sure there's a lot of people who are asking specific questions. Do we need to pause here? Sometimes I go a little bit too fast.
No, I think we're good. I think we're good. I do want to let everyone know this does not reflect my true pricing. FYI, I know we're talking about raising rates. This is for demo purposes, but I'm definitely
that is correct. I just asked her if we could use her as a case study. So we just kind of made this up really quickly. So all right, so this is
the form. So when clients book, they're like, okay, I want a fire cupping session. Are they automatically, I know we talked about forms, so are they automatically sent a link to a form, or how does that work on the customer end?
Yeah, so this is a good point to talk about this because we read through all of the 56 people that had filled out the type form with all of the different features and requests and hopes and dreams that you guys had. And this is what we know. And this is what you need to know. There's a lot of things that we are bringing into the mix, but we have to start somewhere. And I know that intake forms is one of those. As of right now, what we're trying to do is launch this product come June 15th. We're going to do a soft launch on June 1st, and then we're going to do the hard launch on June 15th. There is, when it comes to software development, there's a lot that goes into this. And so right now, what we're going to launch it to where they can book their appointment, their service, their duration, that type of thing. The fast follower right after that is going to be intake forms and cancellation policies, to where you won't even be able to book an appointment without agreeing to the terms of the cancellation policy. So for instance, Rebecca, if you charged full price before booking the event, then at that point, once we incorporate that in, they wouldn't even be able to book your service without putting their credit card information on file and actually paying for the event in case they cancel. As of launch, come June 15th, we will not have that available. That's going to be a fast follower that we're going to add on. And trust me, I know that might be a disappointment to people. We know how important this is because it's a make it or break it for some people. Reading through some of your comments, we realize there's a lot of people who just don't show up. And how do you run a business when you can't confirm that payment's going to come in? And so all that to say, it is a fast follower that we're going to be adding, as well as intake forms for them as well, to get more specifics of the needs that you have from your different clients. Does that answer your question?
Yeah. And everyone has Venmo or PayPal or Zelle, so get them fucking deposits, y'all. Get them deposits. Don't allow them to cancel to start with. Come on.
Yeah, that's right.
Valuable.
Hey, so we'll jump into, this is the app. So this is what you would be seeing from a client perspective. As you can see, here's this appointment that I booked on the booking page for the fire cupping session for 30 minutes. And so what this would look like, we'll start from the top here. We've tried to build this from a solo professional in mind, right? We want you as the person who's doing everything. We don't want you to have to think about everything, but as a business owner, typically you do. So we're trying to figure out how can we utilize our software to help you guys think of things and know things, certain information that would help you in your running your business. So up here, we're going to have some insights, right? These are the ones that we're going to start with, but we have about 35 different insights we're going to be adding to this. But for now, these are some of the insights that we have. So how many people have actually gone to your booking page, right? That's good, important information to know. Out of the people who have gone to the booking page, how many people have actually booked with you? So again, more good information to know, which turns into the conversion rate. This is good information because if you have 500 people going to your booking page and you only have 10 people who are actually booking an appointment with you, that gives you information that maybe your prices might be too high. Maybe you have things on there. Maybe there's different wording or different thing that you can do from your specific booking page to know, like, this is how I can increase my conversion rate. You can click on any of these and you'll be able to select either month to date, year to date, those types of things, and change that metric. This will give you just a little bit of insights as to how you can utilize these metrics. And again, that goes for all of these different metrics on here. I want to, let's just talk really quickly about the booking in general. So with this is the 10 a.m. appointment on May 17th. So what you would do is, if it were, if you were looking at this appointment, it's going to populate based on the next available appointment in relation to the time. So if it's 9 o'clock or 9:30, this would show your upcoming appointment. You would be able to click on this pill. So this is a little bit more than just an identifier. You can click on this button over here, and it will pull up another sub menu to where you can go to the client card. You have a control center, you have your text messages, and then you can check that person in. So let's really quickly go through the client card. If you needed more information on me, you could go to my client card right here. You can see that I've already sent in some text messages, which we'll get to here in just a second. You've got your notes that you can write for me. Again, we'll talk about this in just a bit, but you've got some notes that you can, put on here, write out some information. This is kind of what that would look like. You've got your payment history that you can go into and see kind of how many visits and how much I've paid. You've got my client details on here. Here's where the reviews come in. So we tried to think through it because we also know, we were reading some of the comments and people were going, man, I got my first, 1-star rating. And it was from a person who was a creep. I didn't realize there were so many creeps in the world until I started reading some of you guys' posts. And I'm sorry about that.
Bodyworkers.
Seriously. And so to that point, there's people who get offended and aren't actually reviewing you in your services. They're reviewing you because they have a bad attitude. So what we want to do is we want to give you the ability to filter these reviews to see, like, hey, is this something that is actually true? And if it's not, you can deactivate that from your booking page.
Then wouldn't everybody just have all 5-star reviews?
Hell yeah. 5-star reviews. So we can talk about that later. But this is kind of the route that we have right here. You can also request a review. So for instance, if I had a really good massage with you and I'm going to leave, the best time to do that is to get that right then and there. So you can just go into this client card, you can request review. And because we've already communicated, you have my number on file, you can request that review and automatically a text message will be sent to my phone and I can fill out that review right from there. And then you've also got the appointment history. How many bookings has this person had with you? Going into this is the control center, right? So when you open up the control center from here, you can bill from a credit card. We also know that there's some people on here that don't like to go the credit card route because they don't like fees and everything else that's associated with that. You can also pay cash right here. This is a cash-based system. You can cancel the event or delete the event altogether. You can message the client from here, and then you can take a quick note on them as well. Here is our communication feature. So here's the correspondence and what this looks like. This might bring up a question in people's mind. It normally does when I'm doing these calls, is that, does this mean that they have to download, my clients have to download an app? They do not. We wanted to make this as simple as possible for your clients. And we as human beings constantly use our phones. So everything that comes through from the client perspective is just going to be straight from their phone. It'll be links, it'll be text messages, it'll be that sort of communication. But this is what it will look like inside of the actual app, is that you can correspond that way. And let me kind of explain why we did this. It's because we were talking to quite a few therapists, and they were saying, hey, I've given my personal cell phone out to my clients, and at 9 or 10 o'clock at night, I'm getting text messages, and there is no boundaries. There's no separation between me and my clients. They have access to me all the time. Now, what we've decided to do is we've decided to actually give you your own number for your business through our app, if you want this feature. Now, it's more than just boundaries and separation. This is the coolest part of all of this, is that with you having your number through Nestor, you can now, yes, communicate to your clients from here, but you can also, this little toggle switch right here is our AI assistant. When you're in a 60-minute massage or a 90-minute massage and you're using your hands and your phone lights up or it's vibrating in your pocket, well, you can't answer the phone, right? You're not going to be like, oh, hey, Rebecca, I'm sorry. Can you let me take this phone call?
Right?
No,
Like,
zero, like
remember
nobody's coming
remember
back.
Jill's office and like all the Filipino VAs, like they're great, but sometimes
Yeah,
they do the best job working with massage therapists. By the
for
way,
sure.
this whole like texting system, this is for you people who have like 2 or 3 different cell phones that you're carrying around in your purse. Stop it. That's too much shit to keep up with, y'all. So
That's
for
right.
people like me who's always losing one device, much less two, that this is pretty awesome for
Yeah.
me. My
And
favorite part.
also, if you don't, maybe there's some of you on here, and I know that there's going to be, you're already established and you already have your phone number that you use. We have the ability to route those communication or those texts that are coming through or those calls that are coming through. It can funnel through our app, but it can also show up on your native phone as well as just as a text message. And for you to keep that boundary, if you wanted to keep that, you can go back into the app and actually communicate from there. But you can get the alert still if you want to set that up in our app to come through to your actual phone.
Jordy,
Also,
I think the
yep,
first time we chatted, I think I might have asked, I don't want to sit here and like hand text every client after each appointment asking for a review. And I think that you had mentioned there were like some automations built in, right? To where we could, after an appointment is checked out or something, it'll just automatically push a message to them or something.
that's right. Yeah. So that's going to be, again, on the fast followers list, which is huge for you guys. So, for instance, you might come in and, you might have a client that comes in and you learn that maybe her spouse passed away, right? And we are all in the business of being personal with our clients and remembering things, right? But we also have a lot of stuff going on. Let's just say after that call or after that visit, you had 5 minutes to go in and make a note and make a special reminder for yourself. You can go in and you're going to actually be able to put some messages that can go out maybe 2 weeks or 3 weeks, or let's just say you learned that it was their birthday. Well, you can go in and you can say, hey, every day every year on this day, I want you to send a text message to my client saying, happy birthday, so thankful for you, blah, 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 whatever that looks like. Again, that's going to be a fast follower that we add, but I think it's going to be very helpful for all of you guys to not have to remember all of these different things, that it can be automated through the process as well.
Let's get to the AI, my favorite.
All right, let's get to the AI. So when this toggle switch is on, okay, so the way that this is going to work is when you're in session, this toggle switch is automatically going to turn on, which is on right now. So when this toggle switch is on, this is what's going to happen. Somebody's going to call in. This app is going to know that you're in session and you can't answer the phone. So your AI assistant's going to answer the phone and you're going to say, hi, I am, it's going to say, hi, I'm the assistant for whatever your business name is, Badass Bodyworkers, or if you use your name, I'm the assistant for Rebecca. Rebecca's currently in session right now and she can't come to the phone, but we've automatically, this is something new that I haven't told you, Rebecca, is we've automatically, if they're calling from a cell phone number, we've automatically sent you Rebecca's unique booking link. And on that booking link, it can answer all of the frequently asked questions. It can answer questions about pricing. It can answer questions about your services, address, hours of operation. 98% of what most people are calling in to ask about, they can actually book straight from there. So they call, they get the assistant, automatically a booking link is sent to their phone, and they can go on there and actually go through the booking. There may be 2% of people that have a specific question for you. And then from there, they can leave a voicemail for you that you will have access to within the app to listen to these voicemails that come through and correspond with those guys from there. One of the
you filter
yeah,
out all the robocalls and the car warranties, right?
yes,
Okay.
we will figure that out. That's a good call. Let me do this really quick. So this is something that I shared. Actually, I built out a model for you, Rebecca. As it relates to the AI assistant, this is something else that we're working with right now. It's very complicated because AI is so new, but it's also right now very expensive, and we're trying to figure out how we're able to do this in a way that is going to be affordable for everyone. But we're actually building out a model right now. Hopefully, you're able to hear this, and I don't know if you're going to be able to.
We'll see.
Let's see here. Can you hear this? You can't hear that, can you?
I just heard you can't hear that, can you?
Okay. That's all right. I'll record a video after and I'll send it to everyone as far as the AI. I had a conversation. So we're building out an AI model right now that you can have full-blown conversations with an AI assistant, and that assistant can check your schedule, can book clients, can take payment information, anything that an assistant would be able to do. Our program is going to be able to do. Again, we're trying to figure out how we're able to do this from a cost perspective that's going to be feasible for everyone. But we are
Can we
adding
make
that
the
feature as
voice
well.
can we make the voice sound like Jason Momoa so it wards off all the potential creepers? Is that a possibility?
Yes. Yes, that would be awesome. Yeah, we actually do have the ability to change the different voices and the features that are out there. It's relatively limited right now, but we do have the ability to change what that sounds like and would be able to give you guys access to that.
And
Let me
if the
see if
customer
I
is
can.
like, well, if the customer's like, this is weird, straight to voicemail, does it still them to our voicemail in our like real human voice?
Yes, yes. So when they get to the voicemail, hey, this is Rebecca. Sorry, I couldn't come to the phone. Whatever that voicemail is going to sound like, or whatever you want it to say. I know that we're running out of time here, and we got a lot to cover. Let me do this. So another part of this is the check-in feature, right? So for every person that comes in, you have the ability to check them in and to verify that they actually showed up. This is important for you guys because if I didn't show up to this event and I just canceled, it's going to make a note in our system that this client was a no-show. And you're going to be able to see next time that client comes on that, hey, this client was a no-show and they haven't showed up for the past 3 appointments. Well, then at that point, you as a business owner can make a decision as to whether or not you're going to take that appointment or not. And we're actually working through some things right now to be able to put in the settings that if they don't show up for X amount of services, that they will automatically be denied that booking. And so anyway, we're working through some of those things, but this is the check-in feature. And then if you wanted to send, let's just say that you were getting coffee and you came across someone that, learned that you were a massage therapist and you wanted to send them your booking link. Well, you could get their phone number or you could get their email and you could send that directly to them from the coffee shop or wherever you're at and send them their booking link. And then over here, we'll get into this. This is kind of like just a smart filter, nothing really super. We don't need to spend a lot of time on this. And then also here's some of these the dashboard and metrics. We're building out this stuff right now as far as all of the different metrics, like I'd mentioned earlier. But this will be your metrics center that you'll be able to see all of the different metrics that we have in here, and you'll be able to highlight the ones that you're wanting to see the most. And then we have, this is where you would build out your business profile. Okay. So, oh my goodness, I'm not sure. Love when things don't work when you're trying to do a live demo. So this is the business profile. This is where you would actually build out your booking page. This is where you put your primary image, all of your information in here. You would add all of your media in here, your business description, and all of that would populate on your booking page from there. And then, this is all just a bunch of different settings and things like that. Here's your clients. This is something, Rebecca, that you and I had talked about before, was these tags, which I think is a huge feature for you guys. That if there is a specific client that maybe they're your favorites or your regulars, well, you can tag those clients, and then you would be able to send messages to those clients based off of the tags that we have. But maybe they're a difficult client, or maybe they're a creepy client, right? Then you can tag those clients from there, and you will get a notification or an alert when those particular clients try to book with you. You would get an email notification as well as a notification in our system that this client is trying to book, and you can determine whether or not you want to accept that client again. I know that I'm talking a lot here, and I know that we also have a lot of people asking questions in the chats. I want to get to some of these. Rebecca, is there anything from the app perspective that we didn't cover that we should cover before we jump into this?
No, I think you're doing a great job. And my memory issues, the first round was a couple of months ago,
Sure.
but I did see something in the chat about couples massages as stuff. Look in the
Yeah.
event page, because we actually just had a thread on that, so you can
Yeah.
read what Jordy said. But that's also, one thing that I am, looking for as well. But you can also use the tag feature and write in like couples or acupuncture, like if they're getting certain services. So we'll address some of those other questions like in the event page as well, just to
Yeah.
conserve a little bit of time. But yes, we definitely have that in mind as well. But yeah, we're
Yeah.
we're on a good
Hey,
roll.
let me pause for just a second as well. The reason why we're doing these live demos is not for us to just say, "Hey guys, look at this cool product that we built," and we want to force you to, buy what we have. We're doing these live demos and have been doing these demos for the past year with literally hundreds of massage therapists building out. So all of that to say, we didn't get in a room with our team and say, "All right, this is what this is going to look like." Before we designed the first frame, we got with about 8 different massage therapists, and we went on a month-long journey with them, asking them questions. Every Friday, we would sit in a room and we would ask them questions, and we would pick their brain. We'd sit down for an hour and we would just discuss for about a month. And then we went to the drawing board and started designing some of this out. And then we would go back and forth with different people, hundreds of massage therapists, building out a lot of this stuff. And so all of that to say, this event is not just for us to showcase what we're doing, but also to really hear from you, because there's some things in here that you're going, "Oh man, I would love to use this product, but I can't use it because I have to have this." We need to know about those things. We also know that there's 1,000 different features that people want. And when you're comparing that to a company like Vigaro that's been around for years and years and years, well, it's really hard to compare, right? Because we can't start out with all of these features. But just know that we need to hear from you on the features that we need to add as a fast follower on this. So I'll get off that soapbox
Yes, and
now. But
put those in the event page, because after this live ends, like the chat's gonna go bye-bye, I
yep,
think. So
yep.
let's keep it consolidated within Facebook where we can continue that conversation.
That's right. Hey, speaking of, and also, Rebecca, what we can do is maybe look through all these chats, and I'm sure there's a lot of things on here that people are asking that maybe we could have a follow-up conversation about. Maybe if it was just a Q&A as well. Let's jump into, I think that we'll be able to answer quite a few of these on here. Let's talk about the feature roadmap of what we are going to be adding to this. We're going to be adding intake forms. And that's going to give us the ability to implement customizable intake forms that your clients can fill out before the appointments. The next thing that we're going to be introducing is SOAP notes. And I'll show you this here just second. So these are what our SOAP notes are going to look like. So right now, it's just the very basic notes that you can take on your clients, which is still helpful. But we're going to be introducing our SOAP notes on here. And here, we're trying to think of how can we streamline this process, because we've talked to massage therapists that, they're going, I don't take notes on any of my clients. And then we talk to massage therapists and they're going, no, you're required by law to take notes. So anyway, all of that to say, SOAP notes is a part of EHR. And so we're going to be adding this regardless, and it will be there for you. If you want to take a basic note, you're more than welcome to take that. But once we add SOAP notes, you'll also be able to add SOAP notes as well. Again, very easy click of a button that you can add your different pain points on here, add your different objectives, your treatments, and then also your plan as well. And then also, I want to talk about marketing really quick, because I know that's a huge one for people.
Jordy, sorry, real quick, I did want to ask, because a lot of therapists, obviously chiropractors and other professions, they bill for insurance. So those notes I love how that looks first and foremost. It looks awesome. It's very visual.
Yeah.
So, but what if they needed to generate a report for like a super bill or something? Does it have that ability, or is that like
it will have the ability to take all of that information and put it in a very nice formatted PDF that you can email to someone, you can save, or you can send in a text message. So it will have the ability to export that that note if needed. This right here, what you're looking at, is I'm really excited about it. So we're going to be adding a marketing component. Let me preface with this. When people hear marketing, I think a lot of people think, oh, Facebook marketing or, Google ads and things like that. What we are talking about doing, so we hired a CMO who has a background in marketing, in design, and is incredible at what he does. And he knows what the majority of people in quote unquote marketing do not know. And there's a lot of tools out there. For instance, this is one of them. What you're looking at in this map in the back, most Facebook marketing or Google ads, what you're doing is you're putting in very generic information. You're saying, I want to market to this demographic. I want to market to this age group. Here's a few keywords that I'm looking for, and I want to market to those guys. And I cast out a huge net, hoping to pull in people to my business. But really what happens is you waste a lot of money and you get a lot of impressions, and a lot of people see your ads, but not a lot of people do anything with them. What we are able to do is we're able to go the opposite, and we're able to cast out a lure, right, to people who are looking specifically for what you offer. Okay, so let's play this scenario out. All of these people, based off of Austin, where Rebecca's at, all of these people are looking specifically for massage therapy. Now we have the ability to cut out all of the noise, and we don't have to market your services to the masses. We can market your services so every dollar spent is going specifically to the people who are looking for what you already have. To play this out in a scenario, maybe someone got in a car accident maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago, and they have a sore back, and they type in on Google how to, pain relief for a sore lower back. Well, now the tools that we have at our disposal can take that information, and it can intuitively know that they are looking for what you have. And when they get on a blog that comes up, when they typed in, how do you, help a sore back? Well, now automatically your ad's going to be dynamically inserted into that specific space, and it follows them around everywhere they go. And so anyway, there's a lot to this that we actually don't have time to get into. But the marketing component is another feature that we're going to be adding that is huge. And it gives you the ability to have really well-designed ads. So a lot of people are like, I'm using Canva, I'm using this, I'm using that. We're actually going to be able to design your ads for you in such a way that would be appealing for your customers and your clients. So we'll have the ability to do that kind of in-house. We'll quickly go through this, and then maybe 2 minutes, we'll talk through we're also going to be adding another feature I'll do one more. How about that? This one I'm really excited about, just reading through. Actually, this came from a lady in your group. She gave me this idea on a call, and she said, we have a lot of people who come to our business, and they are just really weird. They're really creepy, and we don't really know what to do with them. And we can block them based off of an email, but they will create a new email, and they'll come right back into our facility. So what we're working on right now, and there's a lot to this, but what we're working on right now is the ability to block a user or block a client from an IP address. So from that computer or from that phone, if they're trying to continue to book with you, they would not be able to book. But we've gone a step further. And what we're doing is we're wanting to make this to where anyone who uses our platform, you can now flag a client that if they, were creepy, or if they made comments that made you feel uncomfortable, you can now flag a client, and everyone who's using Nestor's app will at least see that flag on there to be able to say, okay, I need to be aware of this, or maybe I don't book this person. So it at least indicates, and what we're trying to do is build a community like you guys have already done, build a community amongst our people who are using our services to say, hey, I've got your back. We're looking out for you. And so that is another feature that we're trying to add as well. So I know there's a lot on here. All of that to say, stick with us. Stick with us. Like, we're going somewhere. Our list is endless of the things that we're wanting to add, but we have to start somewhere.
What about retail? Because a lot of us sell products, and a lot of us are estheticians as well. So I'm sure that's going to be a feature, right?
It's on the list. It is on the list, and I've got it right here. It is going to be retail and inventory management. Integrate tools for managing retail sales and inventory within the platform, which would allow therapists to sell products directly to clients and manage their inventory efficiently. So yes, that is on the list, and we're going to be adding that as well. Hey, Rebecca, let's do this. Thank you guys so much for your time. I really, really do appreciate it. Let's go ahead and give away this iPad, and make sure hopefully everyone has gotten the chance to type in hashtag Nestor. I am going on here.
And as far as the marketing component goes, as per usual, I'm totally willing to pay tribute and give it a good go for 3 to 6 months, and like report back and show y'all in real time like what's happening, because stuff is always changing online, and I'm really big on Google and SEO. So y'all are definitely going to be getting some good like before and after from me as well.
For sure. All right, I'm inserting all of the names of people who have commented on this list. Here we go. All right. Can you see this? Okay, so this is for Rebecca. Can you see this? I can't see my screen right now.
Sorry, my mic was off.
Here we go. Here we go. Boom.
Yes.
Okay, this is for the iPad giveaway and a year's worth of Nestor for free. Here we go. Stephanie. Is that right? Stephanie, no, hold on. Amanda, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. It was Amanda Upchurch. Amanda Upchurch. Amanda, hey, Amanda, if you could comment just to make sure that we still got you on here. Let's see here. Again, this is a really good, if you guys do giveaways, comment picker. I think it's like $8, and you can add brand colors and all the rest of it. Amanda, are you still in the chats with us? Amanda, perfect, you are. Awesome. We'll be getting in touch with you, and we'll be getting that your address so that we can send that to you and get you some more information. Rebecca, you got anything else that we need to discuss before jumping off of here?
Sorry, Steph. Steph is one of my really good friends.
I am so sorry. I'm so sorry.
No, they're all great. Everyone's great. I'm sure y'all will be hearing more about, special rates and stuff for us. But the chat box is pretty great. Is there a way that it can be downloaded so we can reference it later and then put the answers to these questions in the Facebook group?
Yeah. So I'll still have access to this, and we're going to be able to add this video to the Badass Bodyworkers group.
Okay. Real quick, and I'm curious about this too before we hop off. Savannah says, what about gift cards, memberships, and package functionalities? Because that is huge
Yeah. So
industry.
we'll keep going as long as you guys want. Probably need to wrap up here soon because I don't want to keep you
If you
guys,
gotta
but
go, yeah, y'all can leave. Like we're gonna record this. I mean, it's being
for
recorded now,
sure.
and we're gonna re-upload it, so we can definitely keep going with the features if you have time, Jordy. I'm free all day.
So yeah, for sure. So on here, let's see. Under when you go to checkout, so there will be a gift certificate portion on here that you can give gift cards. You can take gift cards and give gift cards from your app. So you will be able to do that within it. Did I answer that question?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
So a desktop
Awesome.
version, because what we're seeing right here is the mobile version, which looks awesome. But what about a computer?
Yeah. Yeah, really good call. So let me pull this up here. Give me 1 second. Um, all right. I'll pull up the desktop version. We actually just built the desktop version out today. So super pumped about it.
Here's another question. I know that you said you're building this out for solo LMTs, and
Yep.
somebody says, can you have more than one practitioner on the app? Let's say if I have like a friend of mine that helps me out every now and then for a couples massage, are we able to add like another profile under the same business?
Yeah, that's a really good question. Let's pin this because I need to go back to our developers and see if there's a way that maybe we could give them same login information or give them the ability to have like an admin help for those who do have that. Can you remind me of that as I'm pulling this up?
Yeah, of course. That's why we're here. We're getting all this amazing live feedback, and this is all very, really good feedback and constructive information. I'm
Awesome,
just trying to
awesome.
go through some more of the questions while we're still here, and if
For
anybody's hanging on,
sure.
awesome. If not, it's okay. We all got stuff to do. Uh,
Yeah, sorry, I should have had this pulled up. But what I can do is I can show at least show this. Uh,
so
so this would be the desktop layout. So you'll have the ability to see your calendar here. And then this would be all of your. This is like an old version of this, but this would be all of your clients and appointments based off of the day that you have selected. And then here's your insights right here. And then these will be more insights as well. But we're talking about adding a calendar view to where you could see a month at a time that you could click on specific dates from there. So that's kind of adjusting, but this is what it looks like right now, with keeping in mind that this has changed a little bit.
okay.
So yeah,
And
we have built out a desktop and we built out an iPad version as well.
Grace says, can you manually have the AI assistant on when you're not in a massage session, but you're busy? One of the things I do like about Vogaro and other software systems is that you can build in a break,
Yeah.
and like block like maybe 2 hours of your day off to where, your whole day is open, but these 2 hours you aren't. So would that just automatically toggle over to the AI or?
Yeah, so the way that we have it is when you toggle that AI, you have the ability at any point to toggle that on or off. So even if you're not in a session with someone, you can toggle that on, and you essentially have an assistant right then and there to where they'll be able to get that booking link. The client will be able to get the booking link sent to them at any time of the day.
Yes, and here's another good one too, which I'm also curious about. It's not really a question, more of a statement, but would be good to track conversion from Google and Facebook. This says ads, but on some software systems, you can tell where customers book from. Like if they click to your booking site from Facebook, it has a little Facebook icon, so we can track, where people are actually finding us
Yeah.
to and clicking
Yeah,
from.
we definitely talked about that because that is going to be a part of it, right? So some people are like, "Man, my business does really well on social media, and I want to do social media ads, or I want to do Google ads because I've seen success in that." we will have the ability. So we're going to have a dashboard, just like we have a metrics dashboard. We're going to have a dashboard built out specifically for the marketing component as well, to know how many impressions you got, how many clicks you got you're going to be able to see, like, is this thing worth it? Because if I'm spending all of this money on marketing and ads, but I'm not seeing an increase in my revenue, well, then at that point, then you shouldn't do it, right? Or maybe you should tweak some things. And so you'll be able to see all of that built out in our dashboard as far as the analytics are concerned.
Awesome. I got a couple more we can knock out.
Yeah, let's do it.
As far as the forms go, can they actually sign with their finger in the real signature? Because some people be trying to dispute stuff because it's like their name typed in and not their actual signature.
Yeah. That is a good call. I think what we have, what we're going to be adding is on there, there's going to be a box, just like when you go to checkout and it says, by clicking this, you're agreeing that blah, blah, blah. Well, at that point, we'll have that box on there. I don't think that we didn't have an electronic signature situation set up, but I'm sure that would be easy to add. But we will have that box on there that says by checking this box, you're agreeing to whatever the terms and conditions are.
Okay. And as far as retail goes, obviously we have to worry about sales tax. So like I know in Bagara, I'm able to add the tax option just to products, and I'm able to add the state tax and then the local tax separately, and it calculates it. But for services, it's not taxed. So I'm hoping it'll have that feature as well, because that's obviously important for Big Brother, Mr. IRS.
Right. Yeah, maybe what we can do is when we get to that point for retail, we can get a few of us on a call together and we can just discuss all of this and how we can make this exactly what it needs to be.
That sounds awesome. Jill wants to know how long before all the features are on the app. It's going to be a work in progress, just like every other software system and every other thing. But I didn't know, Jordy, if you had like a particular hierarchy of what's important to work on.
Hierarchy right now, priority list is going to be intake forms, because I think that's huge. It's going to be the cancellation policy, like incorporating to where you can't book an event without agreeing to the cancellation policy. It's going to be SOAP notes. Let me pull this up. I think it was like 5th on the list. It was the retail management. Yeah. So then it's marketing, client flagging, retail and inventory management, AI integration. We also have on here class and workshop management. So add features to schedule and manage classes, workshops, therapy programs. I know that like a lot big picture for this, I'll just say this, is that we want to also create an atmosphere and a place that we could be the go-to spot for people who are wanting to do further education, like CE credits and things like that. And so giving our users the chance to make some money off of that we could host some CE credits and things like that. So those are some of the big picture, like vision projects that we have. Let's see here. We're talking about right now, giving the ability. Now, again, this is all on like our vision board. So I hope that you guys don't hear me saying all of this stuff.
Please send me a picture of your vision board. I have to see it. I have to see it.
So, I hope that you guys don't think like, oh yeah, they're rolling this out, next week. That is not the case. This is going to be a work in process.
So you said June, obviously, that's exciting, but people obviously are going to want to know how much. So let's talk price point.
Yeah,
that's obviously,
for sure. So what we're talking about right now is we're offering Nestor, and then we're offering Nestor Pro. So Nestor is going to be $14.99 a month, and then Nestor Pro, which is the AI communication, automatic, never miss an appointment, is going to be. Let me see here. It is 34. This is how new we are. We're still talking through all of this stuff. So this is going to be $34.99 a month for Nestor Pro. And then we have growth coming up as well. That will be another option, which would be the marketing component. So $14.99 for Nestor, $34.99 for Nestor Pro.
Awesome. I know which one I'm getting. So what about when clients are looking to book, and is there any way we could say you can't book more than like 3 months out and like kind of cap it how far out they can book?
Yeah, that's a really good question. I think that that's as of right now. Setting time frames. Yeah, so you're going to have the ability to set buffer times, and you're going to be able to set your your dates as far as how far in advance you're wanting to do that. You're also going to be able to choose, typical like your holidays, the vacation times, buffer times in between events. So, like Rebecca, for instance, you travel. You would be able to set, like, let's just say any massages that you do. You want a 30-minute buffer time before someone can book. The buffer times will be on there as well. And so, yes, you'll have those abilities.
Awesome. And for people like me who have 30,000 projects on their plates and 18 calendars, seriously, I have 3 Google calendars. It's fucking ridiculous. But is
Yeah.
there any way that we can like I guess integrate a Google Calendar into there?
Yeah.
That way it just
That was a question that kept coming up actually from your crew was, does it have the ability to do like a two-way sync, right? So like, can I see on my Google Calendar that I have these events? And then can I also see that on my calendar within the app? So yes, you can. You'll link, the way that it works is when you set up the app, you'll link your Google Calendar. So we're starting with Google Calendar, and we'll integrate some of these other ones like, Microsoft or iCal or things like that, but you would be able to link it. And then what we would recommend is to have link it to a sublink that is for your business. So that way you're not linking it to your personal, everything's going on. I would link it to a sub calendar that would be able to show the information back and forth within that app.
okay. Definitely might need a little video tutorial.
Yes, yes, we're going to have video tutorials on all of that.
That's awesome. And I think one more or a couple more things. Is there an offline mode if people don't have access to Wi-Fi or data?
It's a good question. I don't know the answer to that right now, but I can definitely get with our team and see if that's feasible for this first go at it, for this first MVP.
Awesome. And then another one is when people pay, like let's say somebody paid third party, like through Venmo or Square, which is what I use. Because when you're a business owner, you accept all fucking forms of payment and just let them
Yep.
pay all they want. That's how I see it. But anyways,
Right.
let's say they already like paid me through Venmo for the appointment. The
Uh-huh.
question says, does it have its own processing? Hold on. I think I'm getting two different things mixed up. Um, yeah, do y'all have y'all's own internal processing? I know that you
No,
can.
so we're going to be using Stripe.
Okay.
We're going to be using Stripe to start with, and then we're gonna the four that we have listed out is going to be Stripe. It's going to be Square. So we're starting with Stripe. Then we're offering Square as like again a fast feature. Square, PayPal, and then I think it was Venmo are the four that we're going to offer. And because I think that is that obviously like how much processing fees and those types of things are is a big question that people have. And so we want to give you guys the flexibility to use the ones that you're most comfortable with. We chose Stripe to start with because it was one of the lower ones on the kind of big box types of services that are out there for billing, and it's a really good one. It's a trusted one, and so we'll be adding some more to that.
Awesome. And so Grace says, is there a way that we can cap it out like max appointments per day, or do we just have to manually go through and like put in little breaks and blocks? I personally don't mind doing that, but I didn't know if you can say, hey, on Tuesday I can only take like 3 appointments and on Friday I have room for 6 or something. Or
Yeah,
do you
you
have to?
can set it up in there for to be able to set specific time frames and blocks of time. You'll be able to block out those times on there on your app.
Okay. And let's say we're available from like 9 to 6. I don't want to get an appointment at 9 a.m. then one at 4. That's so annoying because then I have like a whole day. Like, the fuck am I going to do with my day now? So, is
Right.
there a way that you can kind of like push or prioritize like specific start times for customers and kind of stack, like when they book, kind of automatically encourage people to like stack it up? Or is that just
Yeah, that's
communication customer?
probably not. Yeah, probably not for this first go at it, but we can definitely have conversations around that.
Sounds awesome. I think I got to most of the questions. There's one that I skipped over. So the demo that we're looking at on the phone, obviously it's an iPhone. What about Android? Is it friendly with that?
Yeah, it will be friendly for all screen devices, all phone devices.
Perfect. That's so awesome. I'm so excited. I can't wait to see what the third go around is gonna
I
look like
know,
with
me
the
too.
features and
Me
stuff.
too. Yeah, we got a lot of work to do, especially to get to this soft launch and then hard launch. But our crew is pretty much working around the clock right now. So we're
Oh,
excited about it. Hey, I'll say this for anybody who's still on the chat. Wow, we still have 11 of you on here. If you want to go ahead and we'll put this in the Badass Bodyworkers group as well. But I've got a QR code right here. If you want to sign up, we're going to be giving everyone that was on this call, as well as everyone in Badass Bodyworkers, just for how kind and gracious you guys have been to us. We're going to give you guys 20% off of our services. And so if you want to scan that code, it's going to take you to a form that you can fill out your information. And then we'll be able to get you that information, the discount code, the promo code from there.
yes. And before we hop off, one more question to kind of wrap things up. Can you send invoices and or integrate this with QuickBooks Fresh? I use FreshBooks because I fucking hate
Yeah,
QuickBooks, but everyone else
right.
uses QuickBooks. So
Yeah, yeah. So that is on the list. I know that that's been the theme of the night. That is on the list as
it's
far
a
as
short. No,
integrations.
did you see I sent you a private chat and I put on the list is less than in the nest. So you should just have a shirt that's hashtag in the nest instead of on the list. It sounds way quirkier.
That's right. That's right. It's in the
It's in
nest.
the nest.
Yeah, that is awesome. Yeah, so we are going to be integrating with some of those kind of heavy hitters, those players. But as of right now, we will not have that out of the gate.
I am so excited to see the development of this. Like I said, I'm such a sucker for being part of a startup and everything. It makes me, as an Aquarius, it makes me feel really, really awesome that we know that our feedback in our community, is really helping to like help curate things to exactly what we need. So this is
For
really
sure.
awesome. I'm super excited. So
Yeah.
thank you so much.
Rebecca,
It's
thank
been
you guys. Thank all of y'all for everything that you've done. We'll definitely keep in touch with maybe setting up some groups to talk about some of these questions and features that you guys are wanting. It would be awesome to create like a little community to not only say yes, these things are coming, but maybe pick your brains on how it should play out in the app. So anyway, thank y'all so much. You've been amazing, and we'll chat soon.
Good night, guys.